Well, the question is, had she blown the...
There was a halt in the play. India resumed the play, went on to win the corner, and from that particular corner, Sangeeta Basfar opened the account for her team.
Well, this has been that kind of a match. The referees are waiting. The supporters are in agony. The players, they are, I don't know what to say, they are left stranded in the middle of nowhere. You have to feel for the Indian players who are there to play this game. And we also have to feel for the Nepali players who are standing by the fact that they scored the goal. It's still confusion, lack of clear-cut answers. I do not know any game that has been delayed for such a long while here. I may have missed, but then again, this is the first one in the SAFF Women's Championship ever.
Well, Avinav, we have hardly had 10 minutes of play in the second half. And the clock's still running down. It's 102.
Lot of complaints, a lot of dissatisfactions here. But there has not been a clear-cut result. We are here for this Honda Presents SAFF Women's Championship. This is the second semi-final match. The SAFF Women's Championship 2024 is presented by Honda, powered by Dove, the official sponsor of Nepal women's team, in association with Nepal Telecom, energized by Red Bull, with banking partner Global IME Bank, and co-sponsored by eSeva, Dara Health, PhonePe, Pepsi, and hygiene partner Lifebuoy. This is a joint initiative of AD Release and Kantipur. I think that is the only thing I can say in live air, Ashish. I do not have any words to describe what is happening here.
Well, the dignitaries from different organizations are here, and they need to take a decision, and real quick. The situation can get out of control with the jam-packed stadium. The mindset of the Nepali supporters has not been pleasant in the second half.
Well, they're adamant of the fact they have not done anything wrong. This match has been halted for a lifetime here. We are waiting for it to resume. 1:05 running the counter clock. Spectators, they might be sending their messages to their loved ones, whatever is happening. Bringing in the two captains, this might be the final words there from the referee. Angela, she's not backing down. Might be the final words, as it seems. Still trying hard is Sabitra Bhandari to convince the referees. The referee assessor having the final word. Somebody has to come in and intervene this. They're still complaining for the fact they are on the play. Well, anything happens, that should be of the spirit of the game here. They're not backing down, the players, they're not backing down of whatever it's happened here. This is the 7th edition of the SAFF Women's Championship. The 5-time champions India, they are in front. Nepal, the 5-time runners-up. The spectators, they are if this is not sorted sooner, this can be a bigger calamity. Nepal needs to realize that. Somebody needs to step in that group. We cannot comprehend, we cannot describe what's going on here. Out of words, this box. Well, it's still there, the match. Kiren Chemjong, the skipper of the men's national team, he may never have gone through this. Hopefully, Nepal still holding their ground, still adamant, still they are looking for that decision.
Well, one question for me, Avinav. If Nepal was or is adamant not to resume until the goal stands, why did they take the second? It was a retake. Remember that. Nepal had to retaken the kickoff.
Rajendra Tamang is left helpless there. The players, they are still out of the ground. They're not agreeing to the fact. Well, we're turning the pages of the rule book to find an explanation here what can happen according to the IFAB laws of the game. And it seems if things do not go positively, this match can be abandoned. Or something else.
Well, whatever the result, there will be damage. There will be damage to all Nepal Football Association.
The damage has already been done, Ashish. The consequences are there to be met. We have to wait and see what will happen here. And Nepali football trying to get back from the dark times is stuck in this moment. This very moment. And what will happen, we are waiting to see, as we are mere spectators as well, like you. Player, they're not backing down here. Every time the camera switches on to the player side, we can see clear discontent as well as dissatisfaction. As they have consulted with the officials, perhaps there is a message here from the official desk, as it seems. If you ask me, Ashish, then Nepal still has a chance to win this fair and square if they go back. But if they stand here, then this can be in India's favor.
There's two options for Nepal, either to continue the match, because the second half play we've had hardly 7 to 8 minutes of match time, and if they are adamant to their protest, well, it's likely the Nepal will be forfeiting the fixture, and which will result as a 3-0 victory to India. Either way, it seems like Nepal. But yeah, the way Savitra is reacting, she is adamant that referee blew.
This will be in India's favor if Nepal doesn't go back. The officials, they're trying their best to get the players back.
Well, the players are united. There's no question
We have to
about
admire that fact that the players have united at this cause. And we have to admire the fact that this is a unit, this Nepali team. We have to admire every bit of it. But the integrity of a nation is at stake right now. So, well, some things are better, some things are bigger than a win. Some things are bigger than the trophies. Some things are bigger than winning a game. Nepal with a real test now, if they can get the bigger thing here.
Well, Rajendra Tamang is muted. Discussion going on with the... Yeah, that was the sign that we saw the kickoff of this match. Nepali women football at work. Well. They are at work right now. A heavy task in front of them. Whether to go on with the game or to halt the match and forfeit the fixture to India. I mean, everyone is right on their own condition. If you look at from the point of view from Savitra's, well, that's true. If you have blown the whistle, I resumed the play, we went on to score, and then you disallowed. So if you were to disallow, why did you blow the whistle on the first go?
They have every case, every point to argue here. But what I understand and acknowledge from the situation is the game has to go on first. Then you can look back to it. Kiran Chemjong might be discussing with his fellow men about the situation as well. Everybody uniting here for a sole purpose, and that is to get this game back right on track.
Well, it's been 2 hours. We had 15 minutes break. Second half duration. The clock is ticking still. And we still haven't found or have the conclusion whether the play will resume. Or it's India fixture to be win or to be won as a forfeit. It's definitely up to Nepal's bench now. Well, I'm starting to feel for the crowd as well as the time clicks away. It's almost 9 p.m. in the evening.
The referee team, they have the right to do anything here, actually. I remember the moment when Maria Rebello, the referee assessor, and came and gave the instructions to the referee team that if the team does not turn up to the ground in the right time, this can be full-time whistle. This can be finished.
Well, the thing is, Nepali players have never left the pitch. They're still in the touchline. They're still inside the pitch. And now, Savitra, it's the first time that Savitra has left the pitch.
Everybody needs to calm down and get to a decision. Bigger things are at stake. Bigger things stand in the way. There's a team meeting going on over there. While this happens, the Indian players are warming up. More than an hour halted here, and still no conclusion. Well, let's hope it has a good ending to this situation. Sabitra Bhandari Samba. She looks to be leading this protest. I can see some discussions being made between the team leader Sarila Shrestha Maliku, Sabitra Samba Bhandari, as well as Anjila Tumbapo Subba. Nepali team, they have a decision to make here. The stance is clear from the referee team. This is not a goal. And they need to reunite for a bigger purpose. Ladies, this is bigger than you. This is for Nepali football. Never in the history of women's football we've seen this kind of instance, this kind of moment. And we can understand if this match does not go through and it's given in the favor of India, the consequences in the ground. We are aware about that fact. There is going to be a big calamity. In each and every end, that is. That can be in the spectators' end, can be sanctions, the FA being disciplined, and all sort of things. We're hoping we avoid that calamity. And we are left here, stranded, with a mic in our hands, trying to deliver an impossible message on air to you. Sabitra Bhandari. Anytime soon, the referee can blow the final whistle. Actually, that is the right that they have. Santosh Kumar Kashyap coming in to give a slight instruction, perhaps, in the meantime. Some discussion still with the players going on.
Well, it's clear that the Nepali players are not willing to listen to even their team managers or the team leaders.
And this can be a bad thing happening here as the referee team unites to make a decision, I guess. This is on represents SAFF Match Championship 2024. The referee team, they have come together to discuss a few proceedings of this match. Never have they ever thought that this would happen to them. The players, they're left in despair. They are without any reactions, without any words. Rajendra Tamang may have the final word here. The coach needs to play a pivotal role in this conversation, I guess. Well, we're still looking for the confirmation. We're still looking for the final decision as here. This might be a final warning to Nepal. Back to this ground. One hour, 30 minutes. Security tightened here, as it seems. I've never witnessed anything in my lifetime which is happening here at this very ground. Nepal, they have a good point. They have every right to protest. And what has happened here might be a little injustice to them, to some context. Then again, the show needs to go on. The show must go on. India and Nepal, the arch rivals, they were here for a fierce game, but they never imagined this being happening here. Still halted, still being paused. Players are warming up, as you can see. They're ready for the final tussle. Nepal sorting out their matters within themselves. Hopefully there's a clear-cut result here coming in. Some message coming in, some messages being dropped into the team. Still unsure how things will go from here. The referee team are being patient, I guess. The fact that this doesn't go to further calamity, as it seems. Santosh Kumar Kashyap is nonchalant in his end. He's clear in his things. Nepal seeing they're warming up, the players, some of them. Savitra Samba Bhandari. We hope the play resumes. We're hoping the players are coming inside the field. Sanctions will be obviously there. Nepal, it seems they're coming back. Well, Nepal, just to remind our viewers, are down to 10 men for the time being. As we can read, Anjila Tumbapa Subba she's consulting with her team, perhaps. I think Om Choki asked Anjila Tumbapa Subba, do you want to go to the full time? And she said yes. But hopefully that's not the case. Bigger things are at stake here, girls. We are just assuming what is happening here. We're just lip reading. The girls are ready in the field. And Anjila Maria Rubello, perhaps with the final verdict. They get it back. Well,
sigh of relief to both the ends and the spectators as well, and all the viewers watching us from live at the cozy bedrooms. It's been a shitty night. And finally, some brand of football, despite the host falling short with one goal and a player as well.
Well, I may be too small to say this, but this is the coldest night in Nepali football I've ever witnessed. Starting from a kickoff for India. That starts from a throw-in, and that's rather confusing, as it well, if it's being restarted, should it not start from the kickoff? Am I wrong here, Ashish?
No. Actually, what happened, Abhinav, the moment there was a disruption from the play from the spectators' end, that's why drop ball, and India was in the position.
Well, thanks for that clarity. Hats off to the girls, the Nepali girls who have come back from this situation. Hats off to every one of them who have come in the ground for a bigger cause. Whatever the result, you've won the match, ladies. You've won the match, the Nepali women's team. This is for a bigger cause. This is bigger than a victory. And we are very grateful for the fact that we have put everything together to come back for a greater cause, that is football. Preeti Rai with the pass this time. Samba goes ahead. This can be a chance. Samba! Well, that was coming. That is astonishing. Never have I ever seen any sights like this. And Savitra Bhandari's Samba fires Nepal back. She is the leader of this women's team. She shows it with example. And that was destiny intervening at this moment.
Well, staggering whatever is happening in the Dasat Stadium. I've never heard this loud in this very arena. Such an emotional moment for all the spectators. And even here at the come box, there's the masteress, the goal machine, Savitra Bhandari. Well, out of nowhere, it was the counter offense for Nepal. Well, one for the team. They will acknowledge that. As you can see on the replay, Preeti Rai finding Savitra Bhandari. And Panthai Chinoy, well, she had no other options rather than leaving her ground and making the diving effort. But it is Savitra Bhandari with her excellent match awareness. What a clinical finish.
Well, the roof is blown. The minds are blown. This is history. This is history in the pages, as you will remember this moment for either reasons. But then again, no matter who wins this football match, football has won at this moment.
There's some cut and bruises. The Samba's fit.
Look at that. Can you hear that world? 1-1 now. The Gorkhali Chelis, they've come back again from the dead situation. They've come back from the deepest of valleys. And they've come back from darkness into the light we can see here. If you turn back the pages, the Gorkhalis, they have never surrendered. And these Chelis today, they have not surrendered. at this moment. Now what is happening?
Well, again, there has been the disruption from the spectators' end. And we request all the spectators, if you are listening to us here at the Dasat Stadium, the team back, the team you are supporting, you have waited this long for... Play to resume. We request you from the bottom of our heart to behave, to be in the best behavior as the team has begun their journey or the quest to the final with bouncing back.
Well, have you ever seen 143 minutes running in the counter clock? We should put it down, I guess.
Well,
We'll just go how it goes.
Well, it's the first time in my life, Avinav. Well, it should be for the first time for all the Nepalese spectators. Never had the past experience of the memories of match extended this long. And the drama that it has upon us. Who writes the script of this kind of situation or the events? And props to you, Avinav. You saved those energy for the next goal. Be it India, be it Nepal.
Well, this was a moment of a lifetime for me too, perhaps. For either reasons, Preeti. 144 minutes in the clock. Have you ever witnessed that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, we barely remember whatever the event that happened. And just the reminder for our viewers, it was in the second half that Rekha Paudel went on to concede the second yellow card, which deemed her as a red card, and she was sent off from the match.
Nepal down to 10 players. India were leading just minutes ago. After whatever happened here at this very ground, there will be boos. Obviously, there will be. Chanu, she's not happy. We have to feel for the Indian players as well. They have no wrongdoings in this match. They're playing their game. Nepal, look at them. Bullying India at this moment. Rajendra Dama putting in the energies. And now this is the substitution. Triple substitutions for India. My goodness gracious. Well, we'll be noting that. We'll be showing you. Soumya Gugulot comes in. Player who made it to the highest of ranks. Rimpa Halda, who comes in for Devi Wangkhem. As well as Karishma Purushottam Shirvoikar comes in for Grace. Sabita, Preeti, combinations being made. You will be surprised to know that Nepal are down to 10. And look at them go. A cross being put in. And you can imagine if what happens if Nepal scores here. The most unusual of circumstances you can ever witness in a football match. This has been that kind of a match, ladies and gentlemen. A pass put in. Angela takes it in her grip. Just assuming the fact how the counter clock is going. Savitra Bhandari, Samba goes forward. Still there's a chance. Samba with the pass this time. Still Samba. Still Samba. Might have been a penalty, but the referee says no this time.
What a brilliant move it was from Savitra Bhandari, just showing her class. Well, it looked soft. Well, Samba. Well, the replay will justify everything. Yeah, she went on to beat Asalata Devi. Yeah, it seemed very soft. I think there was no any connection. Yeah, she went on to have some dramatic dive as well.
Now a throw in. Nepal with everything they've got in their lungs. A cross put in. Preeti. She has to track back now. As you can see, the hole in the midfield caused by the player who was down. Samba goes forward. Still there, filled with confidence. The number 9. She is a goal machine, that is for sure.
Well, that's what happened when you have the prodigy of Savitra Bhandari.
Well, as we are standing in the 68th minute of the match, as it seems, that's what's been told to us. And now, moving forward is Bimala Biki with the right hand side. Header, Sabita. Samba chasing every ball. She has to be very careful. She has a yellow card given to her. And there's a watch found. Well, lucky you. Everything happening inside this ground.
Whose watch is that?
Well, it's going to be there in the lost and found. Whoever can claim it, you can come and get it. Now Nepal. From the right, Sabita Ranamagar with a cross this time. Sabita gets the ball. Still Nepal. Amrita Jaisi is muscled out there by Manisha Kalyan.
With the likes of Purushottam onto the pitch, India will have fresh legs. But rather, the fresh legs can be called to all the 11 players for India, as they had an hour break.
More than that, I guess. Possession here with India this time. Going in front is India from the right hand side. This can still be a devastating end for Nepal if they cannot hold their ground.
Soumya Gugulut, that instant went on to fall Puzarana.
Soumya Gugulut was brought down. It seems we will have a free kick here. Misha, she just kicked it out. She can be booked for that offense. They've pumped up the Nepali players. This is the captain, Ashalata Devi Leutongbom. With a cross this time. Angela comes out to clear it out. Nepal, they have the chance now. Going forward, Amisha. Samba at the side. Laying it off for Preeti. The two players are the only ones who are going in front. Other players you can see there defending at this situation. Renuka with a good track back. Anjila, she acknowledges the fact that this game can be taken to the penalties. And there, it can be a win. But Nepal can win it in the 90 minutes, as it seems by the looks they're going.
Well, anything is possible, since both the teams are held in the score of 1-1.
Preeti setting it up for Sabita. Sabita with the pass this time for Samba. Samba going forward. This can still be a chance. Nepal, they're chasing every ball. Samba with the cross this time. Going up is this ball, and that just crossed all bodies.
Well, just into the front face of the goal. Well, that's what happens when the 10 players are deploying in the attack. Preeti Rai was just not able to time the run. But yes, he needs to step up, Preeti Rai, now. She has to. And it's about both the defensive duty and the offensive duty.
The fighting spirit that this girl has. Look at her shin over there. There's a bruise cut from straight up to down, and that the sheer perseverance of this individual who has been given everything, whether it be in the protest, whether it be in the goal, whether it be wherever it is. Sabitra Bhandari Samba, you are a history maker. Now it's a test for the physio team. Navina Shrestha, she is trying her best to get Sabitra back as soon as possible, as Nepal is down to 9 players now. A cross put and nobody inside. Sabita Ranamagar.
Well, very good thinking, because definitely Samba is the touchline, receiving her first head. Good presence of mind.
Down to defensive duties, the Nepali team. Amrita Jaisi, she can be in problem there. India now attacking from the right. This is the number 22. Shirvoika, who is chasing back Sabitra Samba. As she looks to come back. The spectators welcome her with a heartwarming cheer, as you can hear it. The clearance there. Every move, every touch has been cheered or booed there from the Nepali fans. The cross put in. I feel sorry for the Indian players to some context in this scenario.
Yeah, definitely. They have done nothing wrong. They wanted to play the football. And they had to wait for some circumstances that nobody have ever dreamt of. Definitely not in the com box. Never in my wildest of the nightmares have I ever dreamt of those kind of events or situation where we will be in the commentary box too.
Well, this will stay in my memories forever, I guess. Even if I try to, I will not be able to forget this. Unless something happens to me, Ashish.
Well, it's never going to happen, Abhinav.
Well,
Yeah, what a moment to cherish. Football been resumed, that's the big thing, as you mentioned, rightly so. They've won the hearts of all the Nepali supporters.
with a forward-thinking run from the left. Ranjana Chanu, she's been the brightest of defenders in this tournament. And now India have a chance. They will go forward. Manisha Kalyan, wonderfully done there by Sabita. But then again, it's a foul in Nepal's favor.
Well, Manisha Kalyan went on to catch Savita Ranamagar. Yes, he stole the ball Fair enough. Yeah. It's clear fall. But yeah, Manisha Kalyan, what a threat she is for Indian side. And she's been relatively silent today throughout this fixture. It felt like years ago, the first half story for both the team.
Now Nepal, they go forward from the left. It's Amisha Karki. A clear touch there. Amisha acknowledges this is a throw-in for Nepal. Pooja from the left hand side. Sabitra is back on the field. "36 minutes past the second half. It seems it's 9 minutes left. Don't worry about the clock, guys. We will be giving you the updates from here." The cross being put in. Sabita.
Just put it in normally electric.
Clearance. Sabitra with the ball. Sabita with the cross this time. Preeti pulled in a shot from that angle. India, they have now the ball from the right. Soumya Gugulot. She played in Croatia for a while. In the professional divisions. And she's come now in for India. Everything is happening here. Well, a cross put in. Sabita with the touch. Still can be a chance for Nepal. This is a miss pass. This can be dangerous here for Nepal. Manisha Kalyan going forward. Manisha with the shot. Just goes above. This could have been dangerous. Manisha, we know how lethal she is from that angle.
Well, at this instant, she went on to miss the target. Well, it was there to be hit just a little wider than she had anticipated. She knows that how bigger of a chance it was for her team.
That's a foul and a free kick in India's favor, definitely. Nepal, they have to defend their lines here. As I'm trying to reading the room here, Nepal are trying to send us to the penalties.
Well, that should be the tactics for the time being. If they wanted to come back in this match, they had got that equalizer, key tactics. But India should be nervous going to the penalty. The game that it was comfortable for them throughout the period of the halt that we had. It was India who was leading this fixture.
A danger for Nepali defense. Manisha Kalyan. Cross being put in. Lofted pass here. Soumya Gugulot couldn't keep it in.
Well, this would definitely hurt India. Having the advantage of one additional player, there's been no room for any open play. That's been concerning part of the India throughout this fixture. If you look at how they played against Pakistan in the second half and against Bangladesh, it was miserable.
Nepal, they will restart again. They acknowledge the fact that they are down to 10 and will be taking the cautionary measures as it's needed. They will be having one eye on goal. And this is a problem here. There was a mistake there. A shot put in. Another shot, which could have been dangerous here. High foot there and a foul. Free kick for Nepal. There will be a yellow card to the goal scorer.
Yeah, Sangeeta Basfor, we'll see, wanted to try that overhead attempt. There were two defenders of Nepal. As we can see in the replay, yeah, she knew it. There were two defenders, but still she had to go for the goal. Gets booking.
Savitra Bhandari Samba. She was the goal scorer. And Sangeeta Basfor, she was the goal scorer for India with an outrageous finish from outside of the box. That was almost eternities ago, I guess.
Felt like that. It's absolute deja vu that whatever is happening right now here at Dassault Stadium. It feels like we are commentating in a new match that was meant to be played for only 35 minutes or so. Because both the teams look very different after the play resumed.
And now, Nepal go forward. Lofted pass. Still going forward is Nepal. Preeti from the right, but the game has been intervened.
Definitely animated Preeti Rai. She knows the sense of losing the position as Nepal is in desperate need of holding the ball, trying to buy some time.
India going forward. It's 43:57, 44 minutes gone. Right at the time, 1-1 here. And we can confirm to our viewers that this match will have no extra time and will go straightly to the penalties if there will be no goal in between the 90 minutes. Sabita Rana Magar trying to get the ball here. Nepal will be playing cautiously as they realize the fact. Pass to Sabita. A switch on to the left. That was intervened. Renuka going in front. Still Renuka is halted in the process. Nepal, they're trying to win that ball back. Sabitra still. Good perseverance there from the Nepali team. Lofted pass, aiming for Samba.
There will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time.
5 minutes will be added here. As you can see, a triggering run there from India. Manisha Kalyan go forward. This can be dangerous. A cross put in. Will go above.
Finally, Nepal can have a sigh of relief. Manisha Kalyan, that's something that none of the Indian side would have expected from her. She was waiting for her forward. the danger area, but the cross is not timely right.
But Ashish, you know what has surprised me is Nepal has not changed one player. They can still put in players. They have the luxury. And now this is a throw-in for India from the right-hand side.
Well, it's been a tricky situation for Nepal, playing with 10 players, majority of the second half. So there was no gamble to be taken. And if we talk about the exertion part, there was no shots having those 1 hour halt.
Samba going forward. Still Sabitra Bhandari. Samba! And that is a shot. Saved there from Pantho Ichanu. That could have been the match winner there for Nepal.
Well, Samba knew it was never cleanly taken. What a run it was from Samba. Absolutely. She had to take the chance. The angle was very difficult for her. Some fumble for Panthoy.
Throw-in still there. Nepal still in contention. This can be final dramatic moment for Nepal. Sabitra on the line. A flick there. Sabita Rana Magar. Cross being put in, which will go above. Hits the roof.
Well, everybody here in the stadium thought it was just inside the goal frame of India. But yeah, what a time that Nepal will have, knowing that they are the one attacking in this 5 minutes additional time.
India, they still have the chance to win it, in spite of everything. They still have a player advantage. Clearance, sensible defending there from Amrita Jaisi. Anjana Rana Magar brought in. This must be for the penalties. I remember the time when Anjana won it for Nepal in the penalties. And she has that capability. What a time for her to be introduced. What a time for Anjana Rana Magar to come into the frame. If she can do it in the penalties, then that will be that for Nepal. She's taking all the time in the world, taking her blessings in this battlefield in the last moments. As we know, she has been one of the brightest of talents Nepal has ever produced in the goalkeeping department. The captain of the under-19 team. More importantly, Nepal has to get it over the line.
Well, then they still need to defend the corner.
Well, this is another change for India. The goalkeeper coming in. Pantho Ichanu is being replaced by the substitute goalkeeper, that is Payal Ramesh Vasude. Goalkeeper for goalkeeper. A short pass there. India with the chance. They can still do it. Basfori with the pass. India going forward. A shot put in, which Anjana will let go. As I can calculate it, there are still 1.5 minutes for Nepal or for India.
Roughly 1.5 minutes for Nepal to defend as India is aggressing in this final half of this 5th minute additional time.
Lofted pass put in. Sabita with the chance. Nepal. They're in the back line, they're in the back foot. Preeti Rai, she's been held down. After everything that has happened, the game has come to this. Now this is the penalties, perhaps. Well, in the first semi-final, we had a clear winner. That was Bangladesh with a 7-1 victory. They're in the final waiting for one of the two teams here. Preeti Rai, she is in agony. Her players lift her spirit to go in front. This is the final crusade for the Gorkhali Chelis. A flick there. Could have been a pass there for Sabitra. Throw in India's favour. Choki is in centre stage as the whistle is in her hands. And that is the full time. After one of the most calamitous moments you could ever witness in a football match, this is the outcome, as Nepal will be going on against the 5 times champions for the penalty shootout. Mixed responses there from the crowd. Some are saying perhaps that Nepal can still win it, some in relief. Well, you cannot change the rules. It's been set here. The penalties will take on. Sabitra. You've been printed in the history books forever, I guess. The little one still is in amusement. What is going to happen in this match?
Well, looking at the substitution at the end of this match, it seems like both the teams anticipated this fixture to be in the penalty shootout, to be decided in the penalty shootout. Well, it's even now for both the team.
Well, something to confirm here. 462,000 watching in our YouTube channel. And as I can confirm this is the highest ever viewership obtained by a single digital platform ever in Nepali sports history. Well, congratulations to our production team. You are to be credited for this. More than 3 hours of football. Have you ever been there, Ashish?
Not in my lifetime. So definitely for the first time. It's been such kind of a fixture, you know. It's quite strange in its own way. But whatever the result, we will cherish this moment for the rest of our life. Not only us, all the spectators that are here at Dasat Stadium.
What is left in this match to be witnessed? Everything has happened. Whatever happens is just a mere following up of the moment. The decision of the universe, eagerly awaiting the players for what is going to unveil here. The Chandra Surya waving ever so proudly at this stadium. The anxious faces, the curious of minds. Well, this is the ultimate showdown for both set of teams. India, they had a wonderful first half. They were the better team in some moments. They had a wonderful start to the game. Nepal held their ground, and they held their ground intact.
Well, it felt like India could never take advantage of one player advantage. And Nepal never felt like they had lost one player.
Well, I would like to repeat the fact again that whatever happens here, Nepali team, they showed that it is what football means to them, bigger than anything, bigger than the victory. They came back to the ground regardless of everything. That's where they won the hearts of every football fan, I can say. Results can be in their sides, can be against you. That is the choice of God. But then again, what happened here in this very stadium, we have to take notes from it. For either reasons. Some things you learn from the problems you face in life. Whether it be the officials, whether it be the broadcasters, or whether it be the players. Sometimes, whether it be the spectators. You have to learn from the scenarios. This match has been a big learning lesson for all South Asian football. That I can say. But now we're on to the final battle here. A mere challenge of spirits. The game of minds, a game of chess, as the captain of India, the Blue Tigresses, the iconic Ashalata Devi Loitongbam comes in for the very first penalty. Anjana Ranamagar, the former captain of the under-19 team, who has experience in these kind of circumstances, will stand in front of the veteran. Ashalata Devi with the chance to take India front at this moment. Everybody holding their breath. Ashalata Devi, and she misses it. Nepal with the advantage perhaps if they can take this. Ashalata Devi, the skipper, amongst everyone, she is the one to miss it. Anjana claims it, but then again it was the goal post.
Well, Anjana had the right idea. She knew where the Ashalata Devi's penalty would come. But yeah, hit the sidebar, and fortune from Nepal now.
Sabitra, the one who scored the equalizer, the goal machine, the predator. Aiming to write her name in legacy here at this stadium. Nepal with the chance to go in front in this stage. The penultimate moment, the deciding moment, the number 9 flashing in behind her. Sabitra, she scores it. Sends a clear message to her supporters.
Well, Payal had the right idea, but it was just looming towards the right corner. And there was no chance for the Indian goalkeeper, who came on as a substitution for the penalty shootout. And the goal scorer, the goal maestro, Savitra, keeps the team in front now.
It's now Manisha Kalyan with the opportunity to draw India level. Manisha, and she does it with style. Manisha Kalyan with a goal this time. The stadium is silenced, but then again, the Blue Tigresses, they fight back hard once again.
Absolutely no chance for Anjana. So knew it, where to aim for the target, and that is what she delivered. Manisha Kalyan to the left. Exquisite finish.
It's Geeta with the opportunity. Geeta Rana, I still remember the WAFF Championship final, which was lost in penalties for Nepal. She scored. Geeta with the penalty, and she does this time. A relief for the Nepali spectators. India in dismay. It's now India's turn to come back.
What a clever little penalty kick to the right of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, well, goalkeeper had no options whether to dive. She was in two mind. Payal.
What a time for Anjana to shine. If she can save this, she will be blessed for a lifetime. That I can say. This is Shirvokar, and that is a goal for India. They come fighting back once again as the stadium is silenced again.
Well, Anjana guessed it right to the left. The timing of the dive, she wanted to have just led to the goal. But absolutely, yes, she slipped on Pushkaram Purusottam, who came in as a substitution to replace Grace Dangma in the second half. The scoreline is equal, but one advantage penalty to Nepal.
Sabita Ranamagar, the player of the match in the previous group game. Couple of goals in her tally, but this kick of football will be the most important one she will ever take in this tournament. Sabita Ranamagar with the opportunity. Sabita, and she takes Nepal ahead once again. 3-2. We can confirm that we have hit 500,000 viewers on YouTube. And that is quite a record as well.
Well, Savita going to the left of the goalkeeper, and no chance, despite making the right judgment. There's no chance for the goalkeeper of India. Well, Nepal onto the lead, still holding the lead. This could be the decider for the team.
Chanu, she's been brilliant in this tournament and will be saved. Anjana Ranamagar with the save this time. Nepal still has the chance. Nepal one kick away from making history.
Well, Ranjana Chanu this time just didn't look right for her as soon as she took the penalty. Yeah, it was very poorly taken. Well judged by Anjana Ranamagar. Seemed so easier for the substitute goalkeeper of Nepal. And now Nepal, one penalty away from the victory. And Amisha will be the fourth penalty taker.
Amisha, she has the chance to take Nepal into the finals. Amisha! Well, if the football gods have written the script, this is the best one I've ever witnessed and seen and heard. Nepal winning this one with a grace. Tears of joy and tears of happiness here. You can just hear it. You can just feel it in the grounds. It's there to be taken for the Nepalese players. These set of fans, they were waiting for this moment. They were waiting for this kind of situation, and they have taken it with both of their hands.
My oh my, what an atmosphere. Well, these are the nights that you would never want to forget in your life. Yes, Nepal one more time into the final. Such an emotional moment here for all the Nepali spectators. Wherever you are, whether in Nepal or abroad, this is your time. This is our time to enjoy the victory that our Nepali Chelis has brought in every Nepalese home. Absolute madness, whatever happened. We had 178 minutes of regular time. And then the play went on to the penalty. And the way team stood up, despite being 10 players, majority of the second half, this is surreal. And this is something that you do not have in everyday fixtures. This is magic. And this is something we are truly blessed of. And blessed with in the commentary box, Avinav.
Definitely, I feel that gratitude. A country which has been stricken in football for such a long time. A country who has been diminishing their prestige in the international rankings. This is the blessing for all the Nepali football fans who have been waiting for this kind of moment here. Sabitra Bhandari Samba. Well, I hope your name is printed in the Hall of Fame of Nepali football. And that is that for Nepal. Just a reminder to the world, this is the Gorkhali nation. This is the nation which does not surrender at any cost. Whether you take their lives or whether you put it in any other circumstances, Nepal, they do not surrender. And they have got the reward for it. The Gorkhali Chelis. This is the time of festivals. This is the time of goddesses. We just witnessed, we just went through the Navadurga Pujas. We are just coming close. The puja of Lakshmi. This is the time for the goddesses. And these goddesses at this field, they have shown their divinity. They have risen from the depths to the bright light they have today, rising to shine. And that is the moment to cherish for every Nepali fan.
Well, Avinav, I'm lost for words. The way you described the surreal moment that we are having here at the Dasat Stadium, it's something strange and fantastic at the same time. Well, Indian side, they gave their absolute best. There's nothing that can be done to redeem the damage it has done. Nepal one more time to the final, and one more time locking horn with the Bangladesh.
Well, we've seen everything today. India, they gave their everything. The 5 times champions, they are crashing out of this tournament. We have to feel for every one of them. We have to feel for these players who were in the discipline of the game. And we have to give it up to them as well. The Nepali fans, they're cheering. Anjana showing heroics. Well, you will receive all the blessings you will want for your life, Anjana. She is the one who made the difference. Almost saving 3 penalties here. Saving 1. And that has been the difference maker. Sabitra Bhandari Samba will be the player of the match.
Well, whole of the Nepali player acknowledging the fans at the normal parapet. There we go. Our Red Bull energetic player of the match. Goal scorer, the leading goal scorer from Nepal, Savitra Bhandari. And as we come to end of an unforgettable match here at the Dasat Stadium, the Nepalese women's team has done it once again. They have conquered giants tonight, repeating history from 2022 when they went on to beat India in the semi-final. And they have kept the dreams alive. For Nepal, this isn't just a victory, it's a testament to the resilience, the spirit, and the belief that one day they can hold that elusive SAFF Women's Championship trophy high. But they've been through a lot of heartbreaks, they've endured near misses, and yet every time they've stepped onto the field, they bring with them hopes of millions. And tonight they have proven with that heart and determination can overcome the mightiest of opponents. They have shown every girl in Nepal who dreams of this moment that it is possible. But as much as the victory means to Nepal, let us recognize India, 5-time champions who have set the standard and led the path for women's football in South Asia. They may not be in the final this year, but the legacy is undeniable. And the passions remains unmatched. Chanu here on the screen, absolutely devastated. It's something that none of the Indian fans would have ever thought in the wildest of the dream. The team was playing so good. Absolute wonder of a goal for Sangeeta Basfor, who went on to lead this fixture. So ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate the Nepal's victory, but also let us honor India's grace and resilience. Well, my co-commentator Avinav is ready with our Red Bull energetic player of the match. Over to you, Avinav.
Well, everything happened here. Everybody was in tears, the Nepali supporters, the footballers, the players. It was like destiny which unveiled here today. Sabitra Samba Bhandari is the player of the match. We can still see the celebrations, the Sioux celebrations. We can see that every one of them doing it. And we're in amidst of this celebration. The most iconic player we have here. She will be joining, obviously, guys. Stay a little patient. So, Samba, how are you feeling being in this moment, getting this award?
To be honest, फर्स्ट अफ अल थ्याङ्क यू सो मच एन्फा स्टार्टिङ फेजमा मेरो फिफा क्यालेन्डरको कारणले गर्दाखेरि 1 विक म टोटल्ली एकदमै डिस्टर्बमा थिएँ। म एक हप्ता टोटल्ली रोएर बसेँ। अनि त्यस पछाडि जब टिममा आएँ, टिममा आइसके पछाडि यति पोजिटिभ भाइब्स, जब हाम्रो फर्स्ट गेममा बिग्रिएको गेमलाई चाहिँ सेकेन्ड थर्ड गेममा अहिले चाहिँ फोर्थ गेममा जस्तो गोल कन्सिड गरेर पनि फेरि हामी चाहिँ कमब्याक गऱ्यौँ। सो यो एज अ टिम एज अ युनिट भएर हामीले काम गऱ्यौँ र त्यस्तै हाम्रो चाहिँ 12th प्लेयर बनेर जति पनि आज यत्रो अडियन्स आइदिनु भएको छ, थ्याङ्क यू सो मच। बिचमा अलिकति तनावग्रस्त भए पनि उहाँले पेसेन्स राखेर हाम्रो लागि भए पनि हाम्रो सिको नेसनको यस्तो धैर्यताका साथ हामीले सपोर्ट गरिदिनु भयो। मलाई लाग्छ उहाँहरूको सपोर्टले गर्दाखेरि आज यो सम्भव भएको र यो सम्भव यो जित र हाम्रो महत्त्वपूर्ण 2 सदस्य खेलाडी हिरा कुमारी भुजेल र दिपा साई बहिनी केटिल सुन र यो अवार्ड र यो आज इन्डियासँगको जुन भिक्टोरी मैले चाहिँ उहाँहरूलाई डेडिकेट गर्न चाहन्छु कि उहाँहरूको स्वास्थ्य लाभको कामना गर्न चाहन्छु र उहाँहरू छिट्टै कमब्याक भएर यो फिल्डमा फेरि पनि यसरी नै यही होम ग्राउन्डमा खेल्न सक्ने शक्ति दिउन् भन्न चाहन्छु। र आज हामी एकदमै खुसी छौँ। टु बी अनेस्ट इन्डियालाई हामीले 2 चोटि भन्दा हराएकै छैन र हाम्रो होम ग्राउन्डमा यतिको अडियन्स अनि उनीहरूले डोमिनेट गरिरहेको फुटबललाई फेरि कमब्याक गरेर फेरि जित्नु भनेको इट्स नट अ जोक र हामी 100% दियौँ र जित्यौँ पनि।
What is your message to all the football fans all across the globe, all around the world?
Hats up to all the football fans. जति पनि हामीले इनसाइड द कन्ट्री होस् आउटसाइड द कन्ट्री होस्, होम खेल्दा होस् अवे खेल्दा होस्, उति नै मेसेजहरू आइरहेको हुन्छ। इभन कति हाम्रो मेसेजहरू पेन्डिङमा छ र उहाँहरूलाई लाग्दो होला उहाँहरू स्टार भयो, उहाँहरूको एटिट्युड बढ्यो र मेसेज रिप्लाई गरेन भने, तर हामी एज अ प्लेयर फोकस हुनुपर्छ। इभन हामीले आजको गेम डेको पनि स्टोरी राख्न डर लाग्छ, भरे रिजल्ट के हुने हो कि भनेर। र हार्दा होस् या जित्दा होस् महिला फुटबललाई पछिल्लो समयमा एकदमै धेरै माया गरिदिनु भएको छ। ह्याट्स अप टु अल द नेप्लिज फुटबल फ्यान्स र देशभित्र रहेर जुन यो स्टेडियममा आएर हेरिदिनु हुने सम्पूर्ण दर्शकलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद र टिभीबाट प्रत्यक्ष प्रदर्शन हेर्ने सम्पूर्ण दर्शकलाई र देश बाहिर रहेर अहिले कति खुसी काँसु होलान्। मेरो घरबाट मम्मी बुवाले हेरिरहनु होला, मेरो दिदी सायद यतै हुनुहुन्छ, मेरो आफ्नो दिदी आज टिकट काटेर मेरो गेम हेर्नको लागि, मेरो दिदी यो गेमको लागि बहिनीको गेम फर्स्ट टाइम उसले लाइभ हेर्दैछ। टिभी कहिलेकाहीँ लाइभमा हेर्नुहुन्थ्यो, बिचरा सानो उमेरमै दिदीको बिहे भयो र त्यो बिहे हुँदाखेरि मलाई लाग्थ्यो कि मेरो करियर सकियो, सबै मेरो घर फ्यामिलीको जिम्मेवार मलाई बढ्छ भन्थ्यो र दिदीले बिहे गर्दा पनि आज यो समयमा मलाई सपोर्ट गर्न यो फिल्डमा आउनुभएको छ। सो थ्याङ्क यू सो मच दिदी, लभ यू।
Okay, for everyone who is watching, you missed out on the celebration. I want you to do a celebration right now. Well, that was for you. That was for all the football fans. That was for Nepali football. We witnessed history here at the Honda Presents SAFF Women's Championship. Everything happened. Every treacherous thing, everything that could happen in a football match, that happened here. We can hear the celebrations, the cheers of Nepali football still. This is a moment in a lifetime. This is a moment in history. I'm ever so grateful to be in this one. Thank you to Gandhipur Television for providing me this opportunity as we broke the national record of a most viewed game in concurrent views. That is quite a record for us as well. So yes, now we will be moving to the highlights of the match.